Election results, all of which you can find on our website, WXOW.com. Attorneys are weighing in on the possible legal challenges, whether or not the state's spring primary was fair. Capitol Bureau Chief Emily Fannin talked to both parties about what their next move in court might be.
Even before polls closed last Tuesday, the possibility of legal challenges were already brewing.
Every legal option is on the table.
Right now, Democrats said they're gathering information from voters, such as those who complained they never received an absentee ballot, forcing some to show up in person to vote. Democrats also argue voters were disenfranchised, as predominantly minority areas were hit with poll closures, people waiting in long lines to cast a ballot.
Key principles for us are that the election be as fair as possible and fight for elections going forward.
The Republican Party of Wisconsin's chairman, Mark Jefferson, believes Democrats' claims will be hard to prove in court.
I don't think that they have a serious leg to stand on when they talk about any type of voter suppression or inability to get to the polls, because everybody faced similar obstacles.
Looking ahead, all eyes are on November and May's special election for the 7th congressional seat vacant in northwestern Wisconsin. The debate, whether or not to move to an all-male election. The argument at stake, concerns over safety and the right to participate in democracy.
Seeking to vote and vote in a safe manner is not an issue of right versus left. It's an issue of right versus wrong.
Post offices not delivering them in time, with bins full of absentee ballots being found after the election. All of that indicates a problem with mail-in voting.
A group of voters in Milwaukee have now filed a lawsuit asking the state to count the votes of those who felt disenfranchised on Election Day. They argue absentee ballots went missing or were received after Election Day. Therefore, their vote did not count.